Hey guys, so it is Monday the 17th of August, and as you can see I'm sitting here at home, but I'm planning to head off tomorrow morning, maybe even this evening, I'm not sure. So you can see here what I've done and where I want to go. So you can see the county high points here and the one that I've done. I need to go back down here and do Galtymore. So I think my plan for this week would be to go down and start with Galtymore and then go across here and do Brandon Hill, Mount Leinster, Lugnaquilla, Cupure, Cooperstown, Ardenne and home, and try and get that little corner down here done. Now there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 there, so I may not get them all done, but it'd be nice to go down and get some of them done. So yeah, that's out of my plan. This would mean that I've done perhaps maybe half of the hikes, half of the county high points, and that'll be sort of cool, and maybe a little more than half. And then the weather's nice for the week. Nice. It's going to be showery and some heavier rain, but I think it'll be passing through the night. So I'm sort of excited again to get going. I've had the few days at home hanging pictures and reorganising the house and cutting the grass, my little bit of grass outside there. And I'm ready now to get back to the hills. Hey guys, so you can see where I am. It is Monday evening, it's 6:15. And I decided to come down straight after lunch. So I had my lunch, packed up Bolero, and drove down. Lovely, easy drive down, and takes about 2.5, 2.75 hours, I think, for the drive down. Met a really nice guy here. He's going to run up Galtymore and down, putting me to shame. But yeah, so I've parked up here at the car park at the trailhead. And it's sort of very uneven actually, but when the guy who's got up the mountain goes, I'm going to take his spot and see if I can use my levelers and get it nice and level so I can get a good night's sleep. And I'll go up early tomorrow morning, up first thing, and head up and do it. It's about 11k. They're all trails and hike are both of the same trail. They take it up to Galtybioch, first left from Galtybioch over to Galtymore. But now that I'm learning, I don't have to do these circuitous routes. I just go straight up to the peak and down. I'm going to go up the return leg, which is straight up to Galtymore. I'll come back down the same way. So I expect about 11k. It's quite steep at the top end, about 300 meters of a tough climb, I believe, the last bit. But I don't think it's a particularly hard climb. We'll see tomorrow. So maybe 4 hours, 3.5, 4 hours up and down. So looking forward to that early morning. And then my plan is to drive over to do the Kilkenny climb, Brandon Hill. I might get both of them done tomorrow, which would be sort of cool. So that's it. I'm going to make myself a little snack. I might have a glass of wine or a non-alcoholic beer. Can't make up my mind just yet. And yeah, and just chill for the evening. All good. Talk to you tomorrow. Hey guys, good morning. It's just coming up to 7 o'clock and I'm parked up here at the foot of Galtymore. I'm ready for my hike. Didn't have a great night's sleep. If you see there behind me, I'm parked and it's not level, and it's the best spot I could find, but it's not level. And so when it's not level, you're rolling, you're moving all night. So I had a poor night's sleep, I have to be honest. I was awake regularly, let's put it that way. It's a misty morning and the forecast is okay. The forecast is for a bit of mist, but it should clear up. I think it's just going to sort of come and go. So I'm going to head up. I'm anticipating about 4 to 5 hours up and down. It's a straight up and down hike. So yeah, time to get going. Well guys, it's been wild up until now. Very wet and windy. The rain has just stopped. And I've left the track and up to Galtymore, taking the left hand turn to head over to Galtymore. So keep going. Well, I made the top, guys, and God almighty, it's like the Arctic. The wind is flattening out, pouring rain. Look at me, in my shorts and stuff. And it's absolutely wild up here. Having said that, lovely. So I made it up in just under an hour and a half, and it's good going, I think. It's an easy climb. This is not a hard climb, despite the weather, but the climb itself is pretty straightforward. So I'm going to head down now before I freeze to death. Hey guys, so if this wobbles a bit, I apologise. I have to hold it because I'm on an angle and keep sliding on the table. So that was a lovely walk. Really easy. That is not a hard climb at all. The pathway up starts off as a nice pathway, then it gets very, very rocky. And you can see where everybody has gone either side of it and cut new trails through the heather. But it's a long walk up to the split off between Galtybioch and Galtymore. Yeah, it's a long, slow walk, but it was it's easy. It's super easy. And then you sort of go around a sort of a curve on the side of the mountain, and then you climb up Galtymore. And even the climb up Galtymore really easy. In fact, I remember the last time I climbed, it must be 25 years ago, and it was wild then and wet, and you sank down in that black mud, when in fact the ground was fine. It was lovely and solid. Obviously the dry spell has dried all that bit of bog out, so yeah, it wasn't wet at all in terms of the ground, but boy, the wind was howling. It would flatten you up there, and it poured rain. So I've everything hanging up here inside. You can see here in the van, everything's hanging up drying, and yeah, because everything is soaking wet. Even with the jacket, you know, it just soaks up from the trousers, up through the t-shirt, and up through the fleece, and usually works its way halfway up my tummy. But I really enjoyed the walk. I suppose you just scored moderate, as opposed to easy, only because of the rocky path that you have to walk to get up to the base of the mountain before you start your climb. But apart from that, it's an easy walk. Really, really enjoyed it. So I'm just back when I just changed out of the wet gear, so I put on dry gear. Go and have a cup of tea, and I'm going to head over to Brandon Hill, my next walk for today. Yeah, so all good, guys. Really enjoying it. Oh, I forgot to say the height and the distance and the time. So I did it in just under 2.5 hours, an hour 25 up and an hour down. Well, less than an hour because I stopped off chatting to guys for I suppose 10 minutes. Probably came down in 45 minutes. About 650 meters and about 11k. So yeah, wonderful walk. Strongly recommend it, but make sure you don't go after a wet period. And of course I met a friend of Ellie's up on the mountain, Barry Murphy. It's so funny, wherever I go and I talk to people on the mountains, they all know Tough Souls and they all know Ellie. and everybody loves her. She's some woman.